Arnold, you know about his journey, which began with the Jets, but in his 8th year here off that Pro Bowl season in Minnesota, a very solid first 6 games.
Yeah, I think his greatest quality is his mental toughness. Chris, you mentioned the start of his career, some downs, right? Some difficult times that never broke him. And he found a place in San Francisco, found a home in Minnesota, now his new home in Seattle. He is playing the best football of his career.
Brady Russell back lined up in front of Kenneth Walker III, who's celebrating his 25th birthday tonight. Gets the first carry and gets just a couple off the left side. Henry Otoa there on the stop. Seattle offense with Clint Kubiak calling the plays. Talked about Smith-Njigba. Cooper Kupp has been a revelation. He's been so valuable, Darnold says, as a leader. And his deep understanding of coverage is important. They'll use the tight ends a lot. And the offensive line up against it, against Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, the elite pass rushers that the Texans bring. 2nd and 8. Ball out quickly, as it will often be tonight. Smith-Njigba there, but too wide, and it's 3rd and long.
You already see it. The Houston pass rush really getting some push on the interior. I think that's the thing. When you have a quarterback who gets the ball out so quickly, typically you don't have a lot of time for the defensive ends to get there. Although you see defensive coordinator Matt Burke there on your screen, it's really going to be about inside-out pressure here. Now they got a 3rd and long situation. This is the kind of situation, Dan, you just don't want to be in against this defense. They can play tight coverage, and they really get after it up front.
Stingley and Kamari Lassiter as good a tandem as you'll see. Zach Charbonnet is the back on this 3rd and 8. They bring pressure. Darnold gets it out, and getting stopped just short of the marker is A.J. Barner. Jalen Petrie made the stop, and an early decision here. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 38.
Yeah, this is a football team that typically doesn't go for it on 4th down. They have a very low percentage in terms of wanting to go for it. See how they bring out the punt team.
Some grumbles here.
Yeah, but I think this is the right decision. You got an elite defense. You don't really want to give Houston's offense any, at least, hot start. It's a really nice job by Houston, secondary-wise, rallying to make the tackle. This is the right decision by Mike McDonald.
Yazzie, Michael Dixon, highest-paid punter in the NFL. It's a high boot. Braxton Berrios waves for a fair catch and then lets it bounce. And it's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. So the decision to punt looks pretty good as they pin the Texans back. Smile from Dixon there. So here comes C.J. Stroud. So much on his shoulders. No Joe Mixon. Nick Chubb hoping he can get the run game going. Looking for targets like Nico Collins tonight.
This is a guy who really, over the past couple of weeks, and the last time they were out on the field against the Baltimore Ravens, he really did look comfortable. Look, when he has got time and he can survey the field, this guy has a ton of mental horsepower. He's got as smooth of an operation as you'll see among the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And make no mistake about it, he believes he is elite, and he's planning on showing that tonight.
He does. Near perfect QBR in that win over the depleted Ravens team. Much tougher task tonight. Stroud lining up in the end zone. And here comes the noise. And up inside to Nick Chubb. 8th-year man, 4-time Pro Bowler, plows ahead for 5.
A play like that, new offensive coordinator Nick Caley stressing they got to be diverse offensively tonight. You see it with Nick Chubb in a run. Lou, can they be good to get to 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8, try to create some favorable situations?
Ask these guys up front, because a lot of it lies with them, Lou.
And help them.
No question, but you know what? This is a win already for them, right, Chris? I mean, they're sitting in 2nd and 5. That's the key to the game for them. You got to stay out of those long down and distance situations.
Stroud rolls and throws on a one-handed grab made by Schultz, and the tight end has a 1st down out across the 25.
Yeah, this is a nice job. You get an efficient run on 1st down, and then you line up with your 2 tight ends at the line of scrimmage. A ball fake from the underneath center quarterback C.J. Stroud. A little block by Dalton Schultz and an easy dump off.
That's what it is right there, right? About completions. Even if you aren't the best running team in the NFL, just like credible ball handling, the credible threat of running the football, you see how it helps.
Stroud, more than 70% completion rate so far. He'd take that tonight. It's going to be tougher against this defense. That's Drake Thomas, the linebacker, in coverage there. See this defense here, which is so tough up front. Leonard Williams having a monster year, the former Trojan.
They've just got so many interchangeable parts up front. I mean, Leonard Williams can move from a 3 technique, rushing outside shade of the guard, to a 9 outside the tackle. He's just so diverse. And Byron Murphy having a great year. DeMarcus Lawrence comes over from the Dallas Cowboys, looks like a stud. Boye Mafe, they just got dudes, man, everywhere.
Lawrence coming off a monster game against the Jaguars. Handoff inside, swallowed up. That's Drake Thomas again making the play. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and you can see Seattle, they slant. They bring the backside pressure, and in that, the defensive line is slanting right into that run, and this is exactly where you don't want to be as Houston.
But you see who's the disruptor there? It's Leonard Williams. I mean, Ed Ingram just has no chance against a guy that big and strong, that quick off the line of scrimmage. He just wrecks it all right from the beginning.
They feed off each other, Williams and Lawrence, these 2 elite pass rushing bookends.
And really in this situation, who's solo? You have to help if you're Houston to chip both of your tackles with all these bodies up in the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 13 could be a nightmare against this crew. Stroud is backpedaling. He'll be dropped. They're going to spot it outside the end zone. They're going to talk about it. Nwosu got there, and it's just outside in the field of play. Looks like it's going to be about a foot out, but Stroud very nearly trapped. 18-yard loss. And when the knee went down, where was that football? Looks like it's back in the end zone.
Yeah.
Mike Chase is a rules expert. They ruled it. No safety, and then here comes the challenge flag.
Yep. And now,
Go ahead, Mike. Try to get Mike's mic on.
oh, there we go.
There we go.
This is a great challenge because that